Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the .30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Over. Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Set him back 5.
Lucky 56. Now let's go. Green 39.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. It's caught. Stills right side. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Flag 99 Philly, here we go. Watch him now, Barney. Check 4. Hot. Check 3. Hot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But, has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Mayfield now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun.
From the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
All right, here we go.
4th down, Mayfield. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Jackson. Looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 36 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing is Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Here's Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. And look at this, it's a fake. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Following the interception, Mayfield is going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Here we go now.
2nd down, Mayfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down and 11-yard pickup.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Detroit! All right, now, look at business.
And they'll run him here. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Mayfield finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, Mayfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Mayfield with it once more. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And again, it's Mayfield. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Pass!
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver, and it's second down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Set! 319! 319! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90!
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
After the interception, here's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. A big play that time for the Ravens. 54 yards. And the young bucks showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Jackson on first down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hurry up, here we go.
They go play action with Jackson. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Buck Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hurry up, here we go.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield going deep here for Still. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Mayfield off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw, Mayfield. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he stopped immediately there. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Airing one deep for Crabtree. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They go play action. Mayfield. And Stills bringing it in. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Mayfield now. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah. I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Now let's go.
Play action. It's Jackson out to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. It's brought incomplete. It's John Brown. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of his... And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Joe Schobert not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. John Brown with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. A first down throw for Mayfield. Going for the deep ball. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Leopard! Leopard!
Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. He's got another 1st down, and he's also just a few yards short of 200 for the ball game.
Over! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Mike 51.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
No, check, Patriot!
To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw again is Jackson. Flush to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Looking deep for Crabtree. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And the Browns getting set to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
4 down. Check.
Here's Mayfield. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he finds Stills complete. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Mayfield on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now let's go.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Tucker now for the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. He's going to float this one deep right, and my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help. No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, that's Edwards. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it. And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there. Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And the return will stop right around the 25. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined. I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts. Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A gain of 3, 2nd down. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can. To throw is Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And they'll go on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
He'll get it up the middle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and goal. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.